So, hey guys, so my name is Kylar Maldonado, and I am your Fridays. I haven't been around, yet because I had top surgery recently, and, as of yesterday, 3 weeks. And in those 3 weeks, I've been dealing with post-op depression. So it's been kind of hard for me to, pay attention to other people and what they have to hear from me, and it's been kind of hard for me to like even deal with myself sometimes. So I kind of like put it on hold, and everybody understood. So I'm sorry. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna get started. I'm only redoing this video because I got super nervous because people were walking behind. I'm in the bathroom, so like there's a window here, and like people were walking by the window, and I got really nervous. And I felt like my video could have been shorter and it could have been summed up better. So, I guess I'm gonna go for it again. I am, like I was saying, Kyler. I'm from Connecticut. I am 1 year and a little bit more than a month on T. I had top surgery 3 weeks ago, and I had it with Dr. Persing at the Yale Hospital. My nipple always fucking shows. So yeah. I don't know if anybody else announced this, but I'm a big guy. I was 260 when I got surgery, and after surgery I lost 12 pounds, something like that. Something like 248, 250, something like that. I have really bad acne, and I poke at it all the time. It's not as bad right now, but it's all over. Things to know about me. So, I am gay. Super gay. I actually love photography. I love to travel. I love hiking. I love being outdoors. Like, I just love the quiet. Yesterday I actually just got almost ticketed because I went for a walk down the street, and there's a park down the street, but it's got like an open field next to it. So I sat at the field, and a cop came up and was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Just looking at stars." And he was like, "Okay, well, I'm supposed to be ticketing you right now because this is like a high drug zone, and this is after hours, and blah blah blah." And I was like, "I'm sorry, like I'll leave. I just got here, and I'm thinking about leaving in 4 or 5 minutes anyways." And he was like, "No, you're good. Just be careful and just don't come here after hours anymore." I was like, "Okay, I'll make sure not to." So I love that kind of stuff too, but I don't love dealing with cops. And it's funny because I was more worried about getting jumped on my walk there than getting a ticket or being in a drug zone. I have a dog. She's got one eye. She's my best friend. Her name is Maggie. She literally is like a cat. She's like 9 now. She's my favorite. I love her. I have a supportive family. They weren't supportive at first. So they weren't very supportive at first. There you go. They were getting with it, but now they're very supportive. I have been on the I've been on the news twice. I am constantly coming out. A year ago, my mom and I were on the news for being a trans teen in Connecticut, and before I started T, April 29th, I went to a community college an hour away, April 28th, to be a keynote speaker about being transgender in Connecticut and being transgender in general, like how that is. I created gender neutral bathrooms in there. I created, I reaffirmed or something, the transgender policies in my high school. I was able to graduate with my name as Kylar on my diploma and wear the blue robe. I love soccer. So I didn't come out as trans until after soccer season ended for my senior year because I'm a goalie and I wanted to be a starter, so I was being selfish. And yeah. Okay, so I'll just jump into my coming out. I come out constantly. I come out every day to every fucking person practically because one, I'm proud of being trans. And I travel a lot to share my story. So I've only been to Connecticut, through Connecticut and Florida right now. But I'm looking on making more of an impact in other places too. I came out the summer after 8th grade to my mom about liking girls, not just boys. So I didn't completely cut out the lesbian part, or I didn't completely put myself in the lesbian box. I just was like, yeah, boys, but I like girls a lot. And then I kind of just got pushed into the lesbian label. And then sophomore year, I was still hiding in my at my high school at that time. So I had really bad depression, was self-harming. So I transferred back into the high school that my mom had in her town. So I came here, cut all my hair off. Well, not all of it, because I've never cut the top off. Never doing that. I care about my hair a lot. That's another thing. And everybody just assumed I was a lesbian. And I was like, yeah, guys are weird. Like, I'm not about it. But I find them super attractive. Like, their bodies are on point. So I was like, I was kind of considered the school lesbian or whatever. I started during my junior year dating another trans man, and I came out to him about being trans halfway through our relationship. And then I came out to some friends about it, and then senior year, I came out to my family after soccer, like I said, and my school, and yeah, pretty much I was told that I just wanted to be a boy because I needed to get with more girls, and I was like, it's kind of not like that. So they knew because I was part of GLSEN Connecticut, which is Gay, Lesbian, Straight Education Network. I knew a lot about the trans community, and I knew a lot about what testosterone does to you and how living like a man really is, and how transitioning really is. So they knew that I was smart enough, and they kind of like slowly got into it. I have a few family members that still aren't with it yet. They still are like, you're always going to be a birth name to me, or they're always, how is he, she, them, it doing after surgery? And I'm like, cool. It's been over a year and still not he clearly. So yeah, and like I was saying, with coming out every day, I have friends that when I lived in Florida for I worked at a transgender surgical recovery center called New Beginnings TLC, who have people from all over the world coming there to stay there while they get surgery with Dr. Garamoni, Dr. Sassani, or Dr. Alexander in Fort Lauderdale. And so I was always coming out to them, telling them my story, them telling me their story. My friend lived nearby who I went to high school with, so I would go to his college with him, and a couple of them only knew, but like I didn't even come out. I was kind of forced out. So I don't know, sometimes my mom, when we walk around, she's always something comes up about just a stupid conversation, and sometimes my mom slips up and says she, and then she has to go and explain. She's like, oh shit, I'm just kidding, like, so then we both explain, we're like, used to be she, now he. They're like, oh, well, you want to hear about Caitlyn Jenner, or Jazz, or blah blah blah. I'm like, let's have this conversation. So I don't know. My coming out is every day. I come out to my siblings, friends often. They'll come in and I'll have my shirt off because this is what they'll see. Oh, my nipple is out again. And they'll be like, what happened to you? And then my siblings will be like, well, he was a she, and he got his boobs removed. I'm like, okay, cool. Which, I mean, they don't hate me for it. I'm just like, I wasn't prepared, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to have this conversation right now, because some of them, once they find that out, they're like, oh, she didn't tell you this, and then siblings will be like, yeah, she did, blah. I'm like, you live with me. Well, kind of. I live across the street, but when I'm here, you guys always call me he. But I don't know. It's a constant thing, and I have to come out to workplaces. I have to come out because my license and stuff isn't changed yet. So I have to explain to them. So I come out to friends, family, all the time. People on my Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr, blah blah blah, and I come out to everybody all the time, every day. This video is a lot longer than I expected. Oh, another fun fact, I'm usually called Elvis because apparently I look like him. I have really bad acne right now, so I can't like look like him, but I've been told this a lot, especially since I've been transitioning. So yeah, that's another fun fact. I don't know, super gay and super, I don't know, I'm a super advocate for transgender people and, well, LGBT people in general, especially the youth. That's it, and I apologize again for not being here for the video. I just had really bad post-op depression and just could not. So, going to make my next video. Bye.